First off, I would just like to thank Ted's penis for taking that picture. I'd like to thank each of you for attending the memorial of Theodore Kennedy Nivison Jr. That's his full name. I know that everyone thinks that Ted was this amicable, nice guy. People kind of think that about me too, but the difference is I actually am. Ted never sins. More like Ted sins a ton. And if you don't believe me, believe the data. Eddie, you joined him as you traveled across the country, ate at every Rainforest Cafe location. You know, we all had a good laugh, right? Not when you look at the environmental impact. Let's start with the carbon emissions that this stunt created. Okay, Ted drove a 2002 Toyota Tacoma across the country, and he estimates that this was a 10,000-mile trip. The Toyota Tacoma, 2002 model, consumes and produces about 404 grams of CO2 per mile. So if you do the math, that's 404,000 grams of CO2 emitted, or 890 pounds of carbon that was pumped into the atmosphere. But it was so quirky, right? Such a fun little video. Wrong. Think about the impact. The EPA estimates, and I looked this up, this is a real fact, you would have to plant 67 trees and let them grow for 10 years, Ted, before you offset your impact. Okay? You destroyed, you single-handedly destroyed 4.8 acres of US forest to go visit a cafe inside of a fake rainforest. That's what you did. Now this begs the obvious question, why did Ted travel the country in a pickup truck? What would he need to haul? His big-ass head? No. All you did was give us a viral TikTok sound and you filmed it for content. I looked up the price of gas when you filmed the video, and I know you traveled the continental US, so I averaged the price. It's about $4.17 per gallon. So the entire car trip cost, and this is just in fuel, about $1,700. Now with that money, you made a funny little video. But you also could have donated 680 meals to schools. Just saying. Now, when you...
Being audited right now.
Yes, now, this is just one video, people. I want you to think about that. His impact in one video. Now, wait until you see the rest. Did you know that he's a smuggler, a labor exploiter, and a historical revisionist? I mean, this guy smuggled milk into Coachella. He made a video mocking people on the Fiverr app. You know, people who give their services out for $5. Yeah, way to punch up, dude. Way to really punch up on these people. Yeah, love it. $5 for a skill, and you make a video? Okay, great.
3,000 subscribers.
Lucky for all of you, my conscience is clear, okay? I'm obviously a good person, and Ted is not. And that's why I volunteer to be the next Ted Cinnamon. That's right, Eddie. You and me, we're going to every single Rainforest Cafe, and we're also going to go to every single orphanage in America and adopt a child. That's what we're going to do. And we're taking all of them to Rainforest Cafe.
I'm in, let's do it.
Yeah, cool, let's do it. Now, finally, in honor of Ted, I'd like to do one final thing. Since I went first, I got the rest of this video to sit through. So, in honor of you, Ted, I'm going to get high as
Is that real?
Hope you stay dead, bitch.
Jesus.
Milk. I am... I gotta be honest, when I heard that Eddie Burback was no longer with us, I was crushed. Felt like I swallowed a cluster grenade full of hornets in my tum-tum. Then when I found out it was this giraffe of a clown, oh, I clicked my heels together in the air, thrice with glee. Hoo-wee! Saw your little Rainforest Cafe video there, champ. You and Eddie Burback. I love how in every duo there is a pretty one and a funny one. Eddie's both. Now, some of you may be familiar with Ted's videos where he impersonates a milkman and feeds milk to teens. I'll never forget the day I found out about your little milk videos, Ted. I was depressed, writing in my journal, per usual. I wrote, "Dear Diary, today was miserable. Hopefully tomorrow will be butter. Ha ha." Same entry every day for years. But then my sick wife bursts into the room and she goes, honey, she says, good news, someone is spreading the good word of mammal milk again. For the first time since the Great War, I felt joy and hope. And then when I saw that comedy video of yours, and your eyes aren't open, but you need to know I put comedy in air quotes. Oh, my stomach churned, and that one is not a butter joke. Because lo and behold, Lindsay, lo and behold, and it... making a mockery of people like me and all I stand for with this milkman character, again in air quotes, because apparently to you a character is any time you change outfits and then talk the same. And actually, while we're on the topic, son, that's stolen valor right there. Do you understand what I had to do to earn these stripes, white and off-white? Do you know what these hands have done to bring you that sweet, sweet udder sap? Let's give credit where credit is due, huh? Look at him. Look at this. Look at this bone structure. Look at this height. You think you would have gotten as tall as you did without the sweet white M? If anything, you owe your success to me and my kind. You think your success comes from your personality? Oh, I swear, 3 inches shorter, you would have never pulled that girlfriend you got. Ain't no way. Wouldn't have had a snowball's chance in Trinidad. And trust me, son, I've seen snow. Do you even understand how hard it is, what I do? Condensed milk. I do that myself in the back of my truck. I grab the milk with these hands, these cursed, calloused hands, condense them to the density of a dying, collapsing star, and feed them to the good people for their Thai iced tea. Evaporated milk? I wait for it to evaporate in the back of my truck and I go, and spit it back in the bottom of myself. My breathing is all f***ed up because of it. And you know what? For the longest time, I thought nut milk was going to be my biggest problem and my biggest competitor. Turns out it's this nut sack. And I know I could have called you a nutcase and that joke would have worked as well. But 1, let's destigmatize poor mental health. And 2, you are a human scrotum. God, you know what? I would give up my right to vote to bring you back to life just right now, just so I could hold your head into a tub of milk until the bubbles stopped. So how about I send you off to hell with a little bit of vitamin D? Vitamin D's nuts. Not a whole lot of milk where you're going, son. Milk. All right, thank you very much. F you.
Ed. That's actually a question. What can I say about this guy? I had to Google what Ted Nivison is famous for. Nothing came up, so I was forced to actually watch his videos. And yikes. Sorry, Eddie, I know that's yours. Ted's content is what I can only describe as Ted's friends content. This guy can't make a video by himself to save his life. Which is why he's gone. Let me give you a little breakdown of Ted's videos. You've got Ted cooks food with his funny friends. Ted reacts with his funny friends. Ted does a video topic that one of his funny friends has already done. Now, some might say that's not fair. Ted does videos by himself, but I wouldn't know that because I don't watch them. I kid. I couldn't watch his solo videos because I'm lactose intolerant. Ted makes videos about milk. He makes merch about milk. He goes to music festivals and forces milk on people. I think Ted likes milk as a metaphor for how he squeezes the udders of his more famous friends. And the result is bland, ultimately, which is why it's best served with cereal. Come to think of it, Ted himself is like a glass of milk. He's creamy, he's white, he's full of vitamin D, I presume. He's very tall. That's a dick joke. I don't know, man. I'm just here because Smosh was looking for one of Ted's personal friends to speak on his passing. But unfortunately, they were all busy doing blackface, so you've got me.
Oh my God!
Ted's only black friend. Looking out over the bright white faces in the crowd, I see how loved Ted was by white people. Come on, guys, you could have invited the one black Smosh member. I joke. So let's raise a metaphorical glass of disgusting cow juice to our dear acquaintance, Ted. Cheers.
Engelson, and I am the CEO of Rainforest Cafe. As some of you might know, the Rainforest Cafe has been slowly dwindling due to rising global temperatures. Sorry, due to shitty food and subpar service. There was always hope that with the right technology and activism, we could get this thing turned around. But that was when, suddenly, 2 assholes in a Toyota Tacoma made a viral video in which they dined at every Rainforest Cafe. And the last chance that Rainforest Cafe had of survival was stomped to death by two dudes who look like interns on the TV show Succession. You see, we have a very delicate ecosystem at the Rainforest Cafe that these gentlemen did not fit into. At our restaurant, we rely on the natural order. But these YouTubers are like a new invasive species. There's simply no room for an albino Tay Zonday and his friend hipster Ron Swanson. Also, they're the first people to ever film in our restaurant. It has never been documented before. You're not supposed to take photographs in there. I've never seen anyone take a picture in our restaurants. They're too riddled with shame over their beef lava nachos and rainbow coladas. And now you fucking pumped it out to millions of people. They weren't supposed to see this. Now no one's gonna come in here. Ah, you fucking asshole. Sorry, oh shit, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Brings me back.
Everybody relax. That is tobacco smoke. The only people allowed in rainforest cafes are families with at least 3 or 4 children, or people who are actively getting divorced. And you guys don't fit that model. My only guess is that Eddie gives off enough divorced man energy to get through. Eddie, I don't know if your parents are divorced, but if they are, they probably took inspiration from you.
They are.
Okay, good. Good. And Ted probably got in because he looks like a fucking water buffalo. You piece of shit. God damn. Now, this whole ironic Gen Z crowd has taken over our restaurants. That's not right. We're usually made for 4s at best. Now hot people are there. You're making the rainforest hotter. I am 54 years old. I shouldn't know who Nakey Jakey is. Also, when they left, the animals came alive. I can't explain it. They're alive now. They ran away. And they all ran for the freeway. And they're all dead. They all got perfectly hit at the same time. All right. After 28 years of middling service, the Rainforest Cafe will be closing their doors forever. Congratulations, but good news for me. I have a new job as the assistant manager at the Margaritaville at Universal Studios. So, fins up, you fucking pieces of shit.
Ted, I've been told we've met.
Yes.
And then after doing some research, I came across your content. You spend so much time creating funny t-shirts, funny bumper stickers, but you never considered making a funny video. One particular video I noticed with the we improved fast foods and we improved ocean animals. Funny you spend all this time critiquing others, but you never considered improving yourself. So, I took the liberty of doing that for you. I improved Ted Nivison. That's how you say your name? I don't really know you. He's got a very specific look that I like to describe as white guy who wears a sombrero on Cinco de Mayo. Or the most liberal guy in his college's Young Republicans Club. What else could we do to improve on this timeless look? How about a cool pair of sunglasses? Very tall. Sorry. Just, okay. Oh, who's that? handsome guy. Is that the Terminator or James Dean? No, it's not. He never posts videos. Like, we're all waiting around with bated breath. He's not Rihanna. He's Josh Groban. I mean, he's tall, cute, adjacent. And I think moms love him. That's the vibe that I get. So, what can we do to improve Ted's video cadence? How about another pair of cool sunglasses? Oh, yeah. Such a tall dude. All right. Okay, so much personality. You know what's not a personality? A Hawaiian shirt. When Ted puts on a Hawaiian shirt, he looks like a swinger on vacation trying to which is different than his usual look, which is a youth pastor who's always telling kids to leave his girlfriend alone. I did a sweep of your Instagram, and there's one thing I noticed. Ted follows me on Instagram, but I don't follow him back. I'll give Ted something even better. I'm gonna report him. Rest in peace, Ted. Stay cool.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, I mean, thanks. Bye.
Jakey, get the f out of my way. I'm gonna freak out. Don't look at me like that. You're supposed to be dead. Close your eyes. Hello, everyone. I will try to not get too emotional during this. As we all know, we're gathered here to celebrate the wonderful life of J-Schlatt and Slimesicle's friend. If you don't know who I am Ted's much funnier and more handsome friend, Eddie Burback. In Ted's life, he cultivated a wonderful and explosive career. Frequently, I would hear the phrase, "Nobody does it like Ted." Before him, we had never seen a white male YouTuber get his start making Minecraft content, and I'm positive we'll never see that again. Ted was known to shock and surprise audiences with groundbreaking videos like, "What liquid works best in cereal?" and avant-garde videos like, "What cereal is the worst?" Those are two different videos on Ted's channel. Now, obviously, I'm joking. Ted's videos are hilarious, well-made, and a blast to watch, is what I would say if I actually watched Ted's videos. Unfortunately, I'm not a 14-year-old with a J-Schlatt plushie on my bed, so I'm legally not allowed to. Ted and I got dinner with some friends, and when asked about whether or not he was prepared for a roast funeral of himself, he said, "I don't know. So Ted, this next joke is to teach you that your actions have consequences." Ted and I now famously went on a road trip for 3 weeks to visit every rainforest cafe in North America.
Oh, here we go.
I had another bit of the joke, you just f***ed up the timing. Stay dead.
You can say it again.
Ted and I now famously went on a road trip for 3 weeks to visit every rainforest cafe in North America. You can start clapping. Thank you. And you know, being around so many of those themed restaurants really opened my eyes to important causes like rainforest preservation and awareness. While spending 3 weeks alone in the car with Ted opened my eyes to suicide awareness. You know, this was a little too real, so it wasn't in either of our videos. But during the trip, Ted actually almost drove us off a cliff in the middle of the night.
It's coming.
And after listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers on Spotify for 19 days straight, a cliffside has never seemed so appealing.
Holy crap!
Ted looks like if Frankenstein joined the Try Guys. And if you're rushing to the comments to tell me that the monster is actually named Frankenstein's Monster, congratulations, you're now too old to be a Ted fan. Let's see, what else do I have? Ted is too tall and it pisses me off. I'd ask how the weather is up there, but instead of answering my question, he'd just make a YouTube video called "What Clouds Taste Best with Cereal" featuring J-Schlatt. Jokes aside, Ted, I know at one point we were both that kid watching YouTube videos in our room, hoping one day we might be able to turn it into a career. And look at you now, you've got your own dedicated video on the Smosh channel. just, 15 years too late. And Peacocks, when you watch this, just be patient, give it a little more time. Defy is gonna go public in just like a couple of days, you're gonna be rich.
This jacket, unlike Ted, is very cool. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's not Ted-Nivision.
I know.
Today we cry for a guy whose body doesn't look like how you think it would. A man whose voice sounds like reverse helium. Or like if the anesthesia just hit. Or like he's in a documentary in silhouette. Today we pray for a man who proves that somehow, some way, there's always room for another white guy. I know we're all shaken up by the loss of Eddie Piggyback, but I am obligated to read his will in the same way Ted is obligated to make mediocre content. Ted gives Smosh his beat-down Toyota truck since we also refuse to let things die. Olivia will receive Ted's shoe so she can sleep in it because she's so tiny. Seriously though, Olivia will receive Ted's glasses so Olivia can ice skate on them. So tiny. Okay, no, but really. Olivia will receive Ted's bedroom studio to hang in instead of the Smosh lobby so Olivia can finally argue with her boyfriend in private. But I hope she doesn't get lost in the room! Ted gives me his hair to take care of, since I'm used to hair that makes sense from far away but up close is utter nonsense. Ted also gives me his content since I too come out once a month. Shayne gets Ted's fans since Ted and Shayne are only a little hot once you get to know them. Ted would like to return to Damien the remaining milk that both of their skins are made out of. And Ted gives Noah his season pass to the Rainforest Cafe so he can return to his original family of animatronic lemurs. We, here at Smosh, will dearly miss having an actually relevant YouTuber on our channel. Ted, I hope wherever you are, you finally figured out what kind of content you want to land on, Now, as is customary at all funerals, if anyone objects to Ted's death, please speak up now.
I object.
Oh my God.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ted's girlfriend, Shay, or as many of you may know me, just Ted's girlfriend. Ted Nivison was truly our king, but more like one of those inbred hemophiliac German kings that always looked pale and sickly. I mean, he'd always get really burned if he spent too much time in the sun. I'm genuinely very concerned about how he's gonna do in hell. Actually, I did, as my last act as the doting, caring girlfriend, I did bring some sunscreen. Just, this is why it's an open casket, right? I know he definitely did it.
This is crazy.
He definitely forgot to put sunscreen on before he died. The truth is, he did have so many good qualities women look for in an internet famous boyfriend who looks like Harry Potter on human growth hormones. Ted was loyal to his run-down junker of a truck. Ted's truck was a lot like Ted because it only really worked like it was supposed to every month or two. But I always respected it because, like Ted, that truck was defiantly uncool. Mostly because the AC started smelling weird after a rodent crawled in there and died.
That's what we think.
Isn't there a dead rodent in all of us? This man cared way too much about being funny. He's like if Michael Scott went to film school. I was talking to some of the writers at Smosh, and they said he would do so many accents, they genuinely didn't know what country he was from. Ted was humble. He never got a big head. At least not a bigger head. He's got a really big head. I'm surprised it fit in the casket. No matter what obstacles life threw in the way, he was always in pursuit of harmony in his a cappella group. Did you all know he was in an a cappella group?
What? Wait.
By the way, Ted always thought he was a singer, but he just had a really deep voice and was kind of loud, just shouting into the mic, which is crazy. That'd be like building an entire YouTube channel off of being loud. I really hope there are computers in the afterlife. Otherwise, Ted's not gonna know how to connect with anyone. Before I go, one last thing. I will be taking applications for tall men who have trouble growing proper beards. I got so used to his patchy little facial hair. So let me know.
That's f***ing crazy. That's awesome.
Gotcha.
Hey guys. So happy to once again be appearing on Smosh, the Big Bang Theory of YouTube. But while I was up at the pearly gates, gazing down upon these beautiful eulogies being spoken in my honor, I got to chatting with God. You know, the omnipotent and benevolent being that let 9/11 happen. And at some point, I got curious, and I asked him, what was your inspiration for designing these human beings down here? Like, what was that about? And he had some really interesting things to say. And let me be clear, these are God's words, the Christian God that is real. Not mine. So when designing Shayne Topp, the worst member of Smosh, God was going for the classic douche look. He wanted someone that looks like the sports guy in high school Spanish class whose pronunciation was so bad it sounded like he was speaking in Simlish. Hola, mi favorito es favorite sports team es Nuevo York Jets, Mr. Senorita. Puedo ir al baño? He wanted someone that looks like the unknown extra brother from a sibling boy band that the parents forgot about.
God damn.
Someone that looks like he'd say that he started from nothing while conveniently ignoring that his father is the founder of Vineyard Vines. Now, with Damien, the worst member of Smosh, God went on a totally different route. He wanted someone that would really stir things up. Someone that looks like they made high school drama club their entire life. And when confronted with any woman that they had spoken to on a base level would go, "Where's my hug?" He wanted someone that looks like they have a devious plan at all times. Like he's gonna kill someone someday, and when he does, people are gonna be like, yeah, I knew something was going on there. Someone that looks like he subconsciously weaves in lines from his favorite animes and thinks that he thought of the lines himself. Now, with Olivia, the worst member of Smosh, God was looking to create an anomaly. He wanted a person that defies logic and reason and perhaps even violates human rights with their presence. Someone whose comedy is like a middle school sleepover when the lights are off and you're supposed to be going to sleep, but people keep yelling random shit and people start giggling. Someone who will wear a full-body tracksuit but also give the vibe that they don't know how to run. Now, Noah. Noah was a fun one for God. One, because he'd be making the worst member of Smosh, and also because he wanted to just create a bad guy. Just a terrible human being. God wanted to create the most soul-crushing, Lovecraftian horror imaginable. Oh my God. And man, he killed it. He wanted someone who looks like they're forever in the learning phase of hair dye. And they changed it so much that I had to literally contact Courtney for updated information on what color it was. Someone who looks like a canceled Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh my God.
And I'm unsure if this has been mentioned in the past, but I just spoke to God and gross man, that was intentional. Now, for Tommy, the worst member of Smosh, God just wanted someone that looked like his last job was selling cigarettes to kids in Portland.
Oh my God!
That's all he told me. That's it. I really like Jarvis Johnson, let me tell you. He's one of the friendliest, most down-to-earth people I know, which is why hearing this design inspiration from God was tough to hear. When making Jarvis Johnson, God was looking for someone that looks like they created an NFT series called Little Jarvies. And the drawings look like they were made in Microsoft Paint by a kindergartner on LSD. Someone that looks like they'd be the one to yell, "Hey! Stop that, that's wrong!" in an early 2000s anti-bullying PSA. Someone who looks like they'd be at a party in their 30s and make a point to say to everyone, "Guys, no bedtime, no parents."
I've done that.
Eddie Burback is here. And I'm delighted to see that he is keeping himself busy while attempting to remember his YouTube password. And when God created Eddie, he wanted someone that could be a 26-year-old man that looks like a 46-year-old Little League baseball coach who swears that if those kids win the f***ing championship, then Brenda will take him back. Someone who can go on the trip of a lifetime, absorbing the entire beautiful sounds and sights of the Rainforest Cafe, and still manage to make an absolute stink about it the whole way. Also, who's that sex guy? Jake? Is that Naked Jakey?
What's up, man? You want to rip this?
Naked Jakey's here. Oh my God, that's Naked Jakey.
You want to rip it?
Oh my God, it's Naked Jakey, the f***ed up love child of Scooby and Shaggy.
Oh my God!
Naked Jakey sounds like a nickname for the local homeless guy who exposes himself to strangers but is so friendly that the community just keeps him around.
That's Naked Jakey.
And that's Jakey. And that's all I have. So, yeah. I guess I'm gonna go die more. Bye. Oh. Just kidding, I'm back. Oh. Nah, I'm fucking dead.
Okay, cool.
Still not watching his videos.
Wow, that was cool. That was like a surprise birthday party, but bad. So that's why you need to, is that why you need to go home? Oh, wow.
You can save it for home. Guys.
Yeah.
You can save it.
Well, we were just talking about God of War. Okay, sorry, we're filming.
We don't get to leave till this is done.
Hey, shut the f up, Shane.
We got 30 videos to film this weekend.
Oh my God.
Hey there. Don't be alarmed. I know what you're thinking. Is that Garrett up there speaking at his own funeral? Don't worry. It's not. You're not seeing double. You see, I am a perfect AI duplicate of Garrett Palm. I was designed by the government in a secret project to make sure that every YouTube channel could still appeal to hipsters over the age of 40. As you can see, I am just like Garrett in every single way. Absolutely perfectly identical. Our team pulled many influences for my design, including a kindergarten teacher who lives in an RV. And a guy who eats at the cafeteria in a grocery store. I have been preloaded with many personality traits, including vegetarian. I have also been taught many of Garrett's most popular catchphrases, including, "What? and I'm still working on the laugh. I can't. Much like Siri and Alexa, I also have an encyclopedic knowledge of coffee. Ask me a coffee question.
What is the difference between the flavor profiles of Ethiopian roast and Colombian roast?
Great question.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed.
Okay.
It's not a bomb that I will activate. Simple. Of course I know the answer to that. But I don't need to tell you. Garrett Bot has many improvements on the original Garrett model. Features such as good at sex. Double penis size, coming in at 4.5 inches.
Oh my God.
Actually does stuff at work. And cool. As an AI, I am constantly learning to be the most maximized version of Garrett. I like to learn things from the people I see in life and television. For instance, I gained all my comedic instincts from Chris Kattan. And let me say, Chris, it's such an honor that you're here. Oh, wait. Sorry, that's just Angela. I've studied Noah for a long time. He's an expert at eating shit on this channel. From his old series, Put It in My Mouth, to 90% of the characters he does. I learned the most from Tommy, because it's quite clear he's a robot as well. You can tell he was made by Tesla, though, because he's prone to blowing up over minor changes to his environment.
Great.
On Eat It or Yeet It, I have based many of my meals off of Amanda, mainly because she looks like shit, smells like shit, and is overall a massive piece of shit.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
I wasn't able to learn anything from Chance because Chance and I couldn't be more opposite. For instance, you're black, I'm a robot. You're gay, I'm white. Now, for my next order of business as Garrett Bot, I must kill John Connor. Goodbye.
Ew.
That's not good. That's scary.
Ew.
Ethiopian and Colombian art roasts.
Boo!
Yeah. All right. What's up, Portland, Oregon?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. It's always bittersweet to see someone of an old age die. So sad. So old. Hello, my name is Forrest. Forrest Ham. I was Garrett's right-hand coffee barista. I saw him every morning till the end, man. He came in so often that I remembered his coffee order by heart. Good coffee. And I'd say, yeah, of course, dude. But do you like want milk or cream or like shugs? And you were like, I just want good coffee. And I was like, dude, you are a brother. But my life really changed when this wonderful man invited me to join his coffee club. This motherfucker had a coffee club where people would drive to his house to taste and discuss coffee. How f***ing cool is that? Seriously, dude, you're a f***ing legend. I literally can't imagine anything cooler. So anyways, we had a packed agenda for the coffee club, right? And we weren't allowed to sleep over, we slept outside, but that's totally fine. Coffee club, yeah. And it was always a gathering of the most intelligent minds. Garrett, Brennan. Yeah, the most intelligent minds. We invited this guy, Shayne. It's a Shayne, but he said he was busy, which was crazy because he actually didn't know when Coffee Club was. Coffee Club had a coffee code. Rule number 1, you must wear a Grateful Dead shirt that was thrifted from a Crossroads pre-1980s. And it must smell like pure asshole. Rule number 2, you must have a rescue animal that looks like shit, all right? If your dog looks too purebred, dude, you have to f*** up its teeth, okay? Okay. Rule number 3, you must be vegan. Okay, unless it's pizza. Rule number 4, drop acid. We did it. We dropped acid a lot. Oh, sorry. We dropped malic acid a lot. We saw some shit. We saw some crazy shit. Like your dog was like swimming. Okay. All right. I should probably go. I'm brewing some Folgers right now, which is what I call needing to use the bathroom after I drink some real coffee. And here's your coffee, buddy. I love you.
Hey, Noah, you want to take care of that? You got it? You got it. You got it. Hey. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You don't recognize me. I'm Vita, the camera operator. You know, the only actual view you get that's not a bot? Oh. I mean, I wish I had the option to click off after 30 seconds or leave the room as soon as we start rolling, like Brennan. Oh. But I can't. I have to do all 2.5 hours of Legacy, so... I just have to thank you guys so much for this opportunity. I finally get to have eye contact with the cast. Oh my God. And I get why crew isn't allowed to look you in the eye, because it's very unsettling. Can you push in on Chance? And for the audience at home, you might be familiar with my work, such as following Angela around in a close-up while she runs around the set going, or zooming in on Tommy as he uses the reflection of the camera to check every single little hair. I don't think we have to worry about that one too much longer, right? It just takes up a lot of time. You're dead. Yeah. You're dead. Or my most impressive work yet, being able to frame both Amanda and Shayne in the same shot. It's hard work. It's tough. It's hard
really
work.
Hard.
Yeah, there's 5 feet of separation.
Yeah. But what you may not know about me is I'm actually a real-life friend of Garrett's.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got me hired here, and some might even say me being hired was the greatest contribution you gave to Smosh. Right after, hold on, what I wrote it down. What was it, burger but cold? Okay, Chance, is that right? You know. You're familiar? Okay, got it. So I've known Garrett for years through improv, and I know what you're thinking. Wow, Vita, you have more improv experience than the whole cast combined. I do, and I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter, because I figured it out. I know exactly how this place works now. You guys don't do improv. You don't do comedy. Okay, everybody just repeats the individual catchphrase you were given by the merch department. Smosh.com, right? Anyway, it's so sad that he ultimately passed from choking on that clam dick. But before his untimely passing from choking on that clam dick, we were all so sad that he had to go from full-time to part-time. It was sad because we wouldn't get to see Danny that much. Anyway, the worst part of Garrett's death is that we didn't get to have a Garrett episode of Guess Who Slapped Me? Especially after he had the most iconic Try Not to Laugh bit where Alex slaps what chin you had. Everyone was excited to think about slapping you. Even Kiana, as soon as the rumor floated around, she started training like it was Creator Clash. And it kind of would be if Garrett had created something. Oh! And I know you're thinking food poisoning does not count. Oh, wow. But anyway, before I go, and I have your attention, your eye contact, I have a few camera notes.
Oh boy.
Notes from behind the camera. Okay, so this one's for Amanda. You guys probably won't get this. Amanda, please look at me. Why don't you look at my camera during Legacy?
I don't know. I always forget.
Yeah. It's really bad. I don't know if you're mad at me because when you got your haircut, I thought it was a wig and you were playing Lord Farquaad.
Did we not talk about this?
But I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, Chance, can you stop looking at me? If you could make less eye contact, that would be great because it really pulls focus. And I mean like in a literal way, like no matter where you are in the shot, the camera focuses on you. Okay, Tommy, I know you do a lot at this company because when you're on camera, I can see you mentally going through your checklist of shit you need to be doing. Everyone's having fun, and you just look upset and panicked. But I think it works because your brand's kind of upset and panicked. Right? Right. Okay, Noah, you do realize that when you dye your hair green, it makes it really hard to do green screen? Yeah. I feel like since you've worked here since you're like 17, you know that, but you must be trying to get out of games videos, and I get that. Okay, Angela, what are you? Okay, when I'm shooting you, it feels like I'm in a nature documentary where if we can be quiet and you forget that the cameras are there, you'll stay still. But as soon as there's any sense of motion, you're gone.
Wow, so true.
And Shayne, this is less of a camera note and more of just a compliment. You really bring so many characters to life. And like a few of my favorites are YouTuber laughing while playing an incel. Wait, YouTuber laughing while playing an old wizard. And oh, I love this one. YouTuber laughing while playing another YouTuber if they had escaped from prison. I think it's a lot of layers. It's very method. I respect it. Okay, and lastly, Garrett, since I'll never get the chance again.
Oh my God.
Why did I do this?
These are really my muscles. Hi there, everyone. It's me, young Garrett. 21 years young. That's right. I teleported here from the summer of love, 1969. Mega groovy. So right now, I'm just a young hippie from Portland, or Seattle, or something, I don't know. Whatever. I'm here to make art. That's what I'm gonna do. Art that changes the world. Art that takes years to make. So first off, in 5 years, I'm gonna move down to LA, pursue my dream of becoming an actor, inspired by, of course, my favorite actors, Mo, Curly, Larry, Shemp sometimes. See, I'm gonna be successful and famous, and I'll never have to explain to my family what I do. You know, I'll never be a failing actor on a YouTube channel who is stuck behind the scenes frying bull penis. What's YouTube? Oh my God. A little something I'm working on. In 10 years, I'm gonna have a job where people are nice to me, okay? They appreciate me. And they also love the boba that I make for them. What's boba? A little something I'm working on. Now, 15 years from now, I have a plan to give back to the world. I'm gonna start something just like Doctors Without Borders, except I teach improv around the world. I have so much that I'm definitely gonna do with my illustrious life, my one and only life, but here are some things I'll never do. Let me list them for you. I'll never drink coffee, because I'll be so hyped with my youthful energy, I won't ever need to be caffeinated. See, I'll never be the oldest person working at a media company. Or on my improv team. I'll always remember that at 35, you just stop. My future's gonna be great. And people definitely won't come up to me daily and let me know that my girlfriend is much funnier than I am. Just so much funnier than me. Hey, it's the 60s, guys. Second wave feminism. No matter what, I definitely don't see myself ever working for a two-partner investment firm where I help manage funds and then sort of just careen through my entertainment-adjacent career, ending up on a YouTube channel where I'm semi-fired from my job, and Smosh throws me a funeral because they're running out of actual cast members to cast. Yeah, it couldn't be me. What's Smosh? A little something I'm working on. Anyway, I've got to go and find the elixir to come down from this acid trip back in the summer of '69. We're on the moon, baby!
Oh my God. I'm Garrett's widow, I guess. We were never married. It's just so nice that Garrett died as he lived, being made fun of by a bunch of people he thought were his friends. I'd like to thank Smosh for even giving us the space for this funeral. I actually applied to write here once and was turned down because my voice didn't fit. But Burger But Cold was my f***ing idea. An idea so good they made merch of it. And Vita brought it up to make fun of it, but sometimes the dumb ideas are the best ones. Thank you so much. I guess my voice wasn't the issue, it was just paying a woman for her ideas. But this is about Garrett, or as his parents almost named him, Kirby or Bjorn.
What? Oh, you're screwed now.
Kirby's screwed.
Kirby Bjorn!
Early on in our relationship, I actually made fun of Garrett so much that he asked me to stop bullying him. So I'll just be giving Garrett compliments today.
Oh, wow.
And that's not difficult, because Garrett's such a wonderful person. I mean, he was so humble that as soon as he heard I was roasting him from beyond the grave, he immediately gave me several pitches roasting himself. But I didn't take any of them. I mean, I wrote on a Netflix show, and Garrett got restructured out of a YouTube channel.
Oh my God. Jeez.
It never surprised me that Garrett worked at Smosh because he's so young at heart. That must be why when we first met, he was 34 and still living in his parents' basement. And I was so grateful when Garrett finally found the perfect niche with Eat It or Eat It for somebody who loves food but is so bad at making it. And he got to be an inspiration and a role model for so many young Smosh fans of what happens when you follow your dreams and they don't come true. But Garrett was a wonderful and supportive partner. He always made me look good by being less successful than me. Garrett and I both identified as writers. We had that in common, but we had different styles in that I wrote and Garrett did not. But Garrett, you know, he's always been a romantic. In high school, and this is 100% true, he fought over a girl by challenging another boy to a battle of poems.
Oh, no.
Wow. That is awesome.
But one of my favorite things about Garrett is that he was always a dreamer. From day one, Garrett told me he was 6 foot until a doctor recently diagnosed him as not even 5'11". He also was the king of starting things and never finishing them. His CPA, his nonprofit for improv in India, the 15-minute workout he tried to do literally yesterday. That's what killed him. What else?
Oh yeah, most of his sentences. Garrett leaving things unfinished. How else do you explain why we were together for almost 9 years and he never asked me to marry him? I'm just kidding, it's on me. I reject the concept of marriage to Garrett. I just have a quick note. Garrett didn't actually leave behind any money for me or Danny, his son. Just several loan repayments on an Oni pizza oven he never took out of the box. Oh my God. Goodbye, Garrett. I love you and I'll miss you, except for all those times you started a 20-minute long dump while I was in the middle of a shower. When I smell the swampy scent of a plant-based turd, I'll know you're with me. Thank you so much.
That was a murder.
He's dead twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He killed Garrett, Kirby, and Bjorn.
Oh, God. I have a very unique relationship with Garrett. When I first started working here, I was very excited to meet like-minded comedians and skilled professionals. Who I wasn't expecting was a 5'9" devil who looks like a Muppet went to UC Santa Cruz. Am I being too mean? Let's not forget that this man here forced me to eat cat food and filmed it. Okay? That video is just out there for the world to see, and now I could never run for president because of it. I remember when I first met Garrett. I was immediately greeted by this little scraggly creature with f***ed up teeth and his dog, Danny. On my first Eat It or Eat It, I asked, when do they replace this food with the fake food? You know, like the food that's not gonna send me to the hospital. They never switch it! Okay? This moldy Mr. Rogers has made a playground of hellish food. Okay? And we're all his little lab rats. How is this shit f***ing allowed? Okay? He may look jolly, but his beard is full of soy sauce and garlic paste and deception. I bet you're so proud of your meals, Garrett. I bet you go home to your beautiful girlfriend and your moldy carpet of a dog and you say, oh, wow, I had an amazing day. I made a girl in her 20s who's so pretty and hot throw up in front of her coworkers. And I bet you love your little Garrett cam. Well, let's see how much you love your Garrett cam when I shove it up your ass and down your throat.
What?
Shut up. Before I went on Eat It or Eat It, I was sent an email from Garrett asking what sort of food boundaries I had. I didn't realize that I had to put cat food. Maybe you should send the form again because I should answer a little more detailed. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near a big pile of disgusting dog shit. But then I guess Garrett couldn't be in the video. And what happens after I eat all that gross shit? Oh, I'm safe from the game. Who's gonna keep me safe from my own asshole after I'm eating spicy pig dick? In his defense, Garrett claimed he tried everything the cast has tried. But that's ironic because he's never tried to be funny once. This man is a con artist, okay? And we just sit back and we just let it all happen, okay? This office is f***ing crazy with pre-pro, okay? These meals were written out on a Google Doc that had another Google Doc that had another Google Doc. Y'all had meetings about this and you did nothing about it. Vita, you knew I was gonna eat f***ing cat food and you sat there and you filmed it like a sick f***. Nobody took a moment to go, wow, Angela's a sweet girl who maybe has more to offer to this world than just eating poo-poo dang shit on YouTube. There must be another way to get views, my guys. This can't be all there is. Okay, this man should be in federal prison. Okay, eat it or eat it. Try misdemeanor slap the bag. Next bag I'm gonna slap is your oxygen tank, because I'm gonna strangle you with your own f***ing Garrett cam. I don't feel like you're listening to me. I feel like no one's really listening to me. I ate cat food. You know what kind of feast I'd fancy, Garrett? Your last meal. And I don't mean the Mythical show, electrical chair. Sorry, I got heated there, Garrett. You've given me so many nice meals, so I've decided I want to make you one. Can you fly it in?
Oh. Wow.
A knuckle sandwich!
That's all.
You're f***ing Viking!
I just want to say that we're filming in a new set, and this change to my environment has me about to blow up. Where were you when Garrett died? I was with Garrett and I handed him a Starbucks and he took his last breath. Many people didn't know Garrett as much as he so desperately wanted them to. One thing he is known for is being the madman behind your favorite eat it or eat it foods like, oops, this melted my teeth off. Garrett also had a dog named Danny who loved trash so much that he cried when Garrett was too far away. Garrett was a shapeshifter of sorts. To some, Garrett was like if a tumbleweed was embarrassed. To others, Garrett was the embodiment of when white people worry they did a microaggression. But to me, Garrett was like if a pair of cargo shorts had nothing in the pockets. Because I was on vacation, I was unable to attend Chef Josh's funeral and roast beef. Get it? Plus, like the Smosh main channel, I was completely out of ideas. Oh, also, I want to note that Garrett has written this will in pencil because he was worried it wouldn't biodegrade if he used permanent marker. Noah will receive paper towels and all-purpose cleaner because Garrett thought Noah was a sink after manscaping. Little bits of hair all over. You know what I mean? Vita will receive Garrett's extended family because Vita hugs like they don't have one.
How did you even come up with that?
Amanda will receive a microscope so she can keep exploring her femininity. You got it, girl. Keep looking.
On the journey.
Tommy, thank you for putting me in here. Tommy will receive some whiskey, which seems to be his main supplement during his bulk. Shayne will receive Garrett's PR person because Shayne has never been canceled, unlike the show he was on. Rachel will receive sole custody of their dog Danny because she gets off on caring for scrappy, unemployable creatures that are ugly in a cute way. Chance will receive Garrett's Hasbro tabletop game since Chance is a hungry, hungry bottom. See, I thought I was gonna get that because I love gobbling marbles. Angela will receive one of those wind-up teeth toys since Angela is like if a mouth had legs.
You wish.
I know we're all mourning the loss of our dear producer.
Oh my God.
But nobody is mourning him more than the diverse population of Portland, Oregon. To whom he has left his Portland organs.
Oh.
That's humor for Garrett. Bad joke. In memory of Garrett, let's take a 3-week vacation and get confused when we get promoted to freelance. I'm gonna miss you, Garrett. Sorta. Oh, it's gonna be okay.
Well, this is a fucking nightmare, isn't it? Hello. I'm world-renowned chef Gordon Ramsay. And today, I can honestly state that Garrett Palm was one of the most, if not the, greatest chefs of all time. His recipes had such creativity and zest that was a great juxtaposition to his personality. I discovered Eat It or Yeet It when I was Googling people desperate for attention and a paycheck eating clear foods. What I saw was utter brilliance surrounded by crippling incompetence. It's strikingly sad that Garrett was never recognized for his brilliance. He never got a Michelin star. He never got a Hollywood star. He could never afford a subscription to Stars. He shared one with Rachel. Garrett reminds me of myself. I enjoy looking down on people. I enjoy putting people down. I sport an unstylish hairstyle. I know what it's like to be in a room of yammering monkeys. But Garrett's creativity is in a league of its own. I mean, how many times can you use malic acid and agar-agar in a dish? Seemingly limitlessly, right? Because it's almost every episode. Before he died, I actually reached out to him to collaborate on a few recipes, and he didn't respond to my emails until I said I was Kiana. And we managed to create recipes inspired by some of the cast and crew. So I will share them with you today. Shayne's short rib. Put short rib in a slow cooker for 8 hours with some beef stock that's a little too beefy for my taste. Don't add a single herb or spice, and voila! You're done. This recipe is bound to not be a conversation starter. Amanda's beef tartare.
Oh.
Inspired by how raw and undercooked most of Amanda's characters are. Angela's sizzling fajitas. This excruciatingly demanding dish will grab your attention from across the room with its spewing juices. Inspired by how Angela is the human embodiment of a Chili's.
Not good. Not good.
That's rough.
Tommy's deconstructed beef stew. Carrots, beef, potatoes, onion, cilantro, rabbit, pork soda, chicken broth reduction, balsamic reduction, red wine reduction. And I know what you're thinking. That's too many ingredients. Some say it's got too much on one plate. Yeah. But this recipe needs to desperately differentiate itself from other gays' recipes. Noah's shepherd pie with rainbow shard. Because Noah looks like he should be herding sheep at Coachella. Vida's beef jerky, inspired by how damn jerky her camera movements are. Rachel Van Ness's hot dog, because Danny, the dog she and Garrett share, is hot.
Yeah.
If these recipes are too complex, well, I have something that none of you are bound to mess up. So, let's make a couple sandwiches. Amanda sandwich. It's a millennial sandwich. Angela, functional alcoholic sandwich. Tommy, chronically online sandwich. Noah, Sid from Ice Age sandwich. Give me the rest of the food. Yeah,
God
right?
damn you. You mother.
Vida, Ellen DeGeneres sandwich. Rachel Van Ness, better half of a sandwich. And, oh, would you look at that? 3 pieces of white bread sandwich. Bon appetit.
Your aim was incredible.
Oh yeah, I played baseball before I came out.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, guys, that was great. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. It was very fun. I loved it. God damn it.
Okay.
God, you guys really were desperate for guests, scraped the bottom of the barrel, and here I am. You know, there's nothing like being made fun of by the company that took away your health insurance.
I like that.
Before I passed, you know, I spent a lot of time. I've watched a couple of these. I've worked with you all. I have some notes. You know, you all are doing a great job. So these are just nitpicky notes. Okay? Chance.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed seeing you take full advantage of the opportunities here at Smosh. You really know how to work a room, or the important people in the room. Just one request, please stop referring to Eat It or Yeet It as a networking dinner. Shayne, you need to work on your grind. Your coffee grind! No, you make coffee. Okay, some of you may know that Noah was just in another car accident kind of recently. Noah, I know you've been through a lot, but that doesn't mean you have to punish us with all of these extra Twitch streams. All right? I can only donate so much to car payments. All right? I mean, I haven't actually donated anything yet, but... Angela. 4 years ago, you borrowed a hot dog costume from me.
I have it. I have to give it back to you guys.
You have it? Yeah. I mean, you know, no worries, no hurry, but I'm sure the bit was killer. Sure it was a really good bit.
That's real?
Oh, that's real.
I literally completely forgot.
Vita, so when I referred you to get a job here, you were immediately beloved and utilized to your fullest potential. What's that like? Tommy,
hey.
Honestly, no notes. You're such a gifted editor, and I can't wait for you to keep editing for years and years and years and years, your whole life. Rachel, also no notes.
Wow.
Thank you. Honestly, thank you for doing this. I'm really glad you got to be a part of this video. That way I have something to show our couples counselor next week. And, I am pretty certain I'm going to win that session.
That's good. That's good.
Finally, Amanda, could you please tone down your professionalism? This is a YouTube channel, not a TV channel like G4. Right before I died, I meant to answer some of these emails. I'm still not going to answer them. I'm just going to read some of the emails you guys sent me. This one is from Chance. Hey, man, please don't tell me who Anthony is. I can't afford to lose my only bit. This one is from Noah. Sorry, I'm going to be late. I have to go home and change. I realized I'm not clashing enough. This one is from Angela.
Yeah.
This one, okay, this is an email from Vita. I'm going to be late. I'm trying to figure out my outfit. Which one? That college guy with the frisbee or Noah but boring?
Whoa!
Wow.
College guy with the frisbee.
Okay, this is an email from Tommy. Let's see. Sorry I can't make it to your meeting. I'm having a good mental health day and I'm really trying to keep that vibe going. This is an email from Rachel. Let me know if Smosh wants to shoot my sketch I applied with about a bachelor party that hires a cum-eating monster instead of a stripper. That's a real sketch. You wrote? Email from Amanda. I'm unavailable to work next week. I'm busy teaching improv classes for no money or reason. I got several from Shayne. Not coming in today, I realized I don't need Smosh. I got Goldberg's money. Quickly followed by JK Goldberg's canceled. Sorry, sir. Be right in, daddy. totally Shayne's email. Thanks for taking my dumb idea and making it a much better show called Eat It or Yeet It that actually makes money on the channel. I also have one for Ian. He doesn't seem to be here right now, but when is he ever? So, yeah. Ian realized, I've been running a YouTube channel for 20 years, but I don't know how to run a YouTube channel. That was sent at like 4 in the morning. Anyway, it was so great seeing you all here. I wish I could have seen you all at the Christmas party, but didn't get invited. So,
That's real.
That's real.
That's real life.
That's real.
That's real life.
Why didn't you get invited?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't look at me. Don't be perceived. Be
perceived. Airing grievances on camera? That's Tommy coded.
Once, when we were on vacation in Paris, the city of love, we missed seeing the Eiffel Tower because Garrett made us wait 3 hours in the rain to get dinner with his ex-girlfriend instead. I've still never seen the Eiffel Tower.